Hi everyone, today we are moving to the third part of the poem If. We have been discussing about this topic for last 2 days and for last 2 classes, but by today we will finish this. Okay, total we have 4 parts for this, but 4 stanzas for this poem, but we will finish it here. Okay. So, If by Rudyard Kipling, this is a 4th chapter from your first unit, and this is part 3. Before going into the third part, let's know something about the first part. Just remind. Okay. So, in the first part, we were discussing about self-confidence. First 4 lines, it was about patience, how we can be patient, don't lie to others, and hatred. Okay, don't yield to hatred, though others hate you. And we were doing about pretensions and being genuine in words and deeds. And in the second part, we were discussing about dreams, thoughts, and we were talking about imposters of life. Don't you remember? If you can make one heap of success, like, okay, understand? Or both success and failure, if we can treat that to imposters alike, that was a personification also. And we were talking about knaves, means bad people or cunning people who try to cheat us, and we were talking about all those people. And coming to the third stanza, before reading it, let me tell you one more thing. This is a didactic poem, means a father, Rudyard Kipling, advises his son John how to become a full man, how to become a ready man, how to become a man with great values of humanity. That was the advice from a father to a son. So this is really some suggestions, some advices, some motivation for the coming generation or the younger generation and you people also. Understand? So if you are ready to follow all these philosophies, really this is life-touching philosophy. This is really an amazing verse. Understand? Do you agree with me? Like, if you are ready to follow all this, you can also be successful in life. So coming to the third stanza, let me read it with you, and you have also read it with me. If you can make one heap of all your winnings and risk it on one turn of pitch and toss and lose and start again at your beginnings and never breathe a word about your loss, if you can force your heart and nerve and sinew to serve your turn long after they are gone, and so hold on when there is nothing in you except the will which says to them, hold on. Means, I will be explaining the meaning. If you can make one heap of all your winnings, heap means, in a big amount, For example, if I collect many wastes and make a small hill of waste, we can tell there is a heap of waste. Means a small heap, like a surface, it's really high, okay, with many things. If you put something on a surface and it comes high, like a small hill, it's known as heap, okay. So if you can make one heap of all your winnings, so you become successful in your life. You started a business and you became successful in that business, and risk it on one turn of pitch and toss. Risk it on means, risk it on, here the word risk it means you lost it or you just missed it. You become successful in your life. You become successful in your business. You became successful in your studies, but you risked it. Means you lost it. How you lost it? One turn of pitch and toss. All of sudden, very soon, without any reason from you, by the fortune or misfortune, you missed it. Suppose you are a hunter and you hunted a big animal, a big prey like a deer or anything from the jungle, it's really against the rule, you should understand. But for example, okay, otherwise just leave that example, come to fishing. You are a fisherman and you just went to fishing and you go to one big fish and you were coming back happy. But all of a sudden you just lost it. I mean, it jumped from your hand to the water again. Like that, all of a sudden, the word meaning turn off, pitch and toss. Especially this is a time of IPL, right? Indian Premier League. This word is solely related with cricket. Means pitch and toss means at the beginning of the match, two captains will be ready there with a coin to make the toss. When once match become tie, or nowadays there is super over, or in the beginning which team has to select batting and fielding, we will toss, right? And in our class also, if there are many people, we will take lot. Means toss, that is part of leg, because once it comes to the air and coming down, so head or tail we select it, that's part of leg. Like that, and turn off a pitch and toss, within that seconds you miss it all your winnings. So here you became successful, then you lost it. Okay, then you have lost it and lose and start again at your beginnings. So if you can start again at your beginnings, like if you can make one heap of all your winnings and you risk it on one touch and toss and you lose it, after that if you can start again at your beginnings, means if you can start it with worn out tools which we have already mentioned in the second stanza, and never breathe a word about your loss. That's a great point. Whenever you lose anything, whenever you become failure in your life, whenever you become failure in your business, don't go to tell any other people, I lost it. And always you have complaints about your loss. I lost mark, I'm not confident enough to score the marks, or today I failed in physics, chemistry. Never tell anyone about your failure. That's a great point in your life. Not about your marks, not about your business, anything about your life. Whenever you meet a person, you are just going and telling him, oh, I lost it. You have hundreds of complaints a day to talk with your friends. Then nobody will accept you, because whenever you meet them, they will think, oh, that person is coming, he must have many complaints to talk with me, such a negative person. Never share negative energy with anyone. Always share positive energy to the people, and understand your failure and your success is up to you. Even though your friends can help you or not, never drag your friends to your negative energy, and always spread positive energy to the people. That's the point here about your loss. And if you can force your heart and nerve and sinew, these three words are important. If you can force your heart, nerve and sinew, all these parts are our bodily part. Heart, you already know. Nerve means this part, like if you take some part here, you can see the nerve. And sinew means like the muscle parts, or the which shows you are powerful, like this part of the muscles, that is known as sinew. So why the poet Rudyard Kipling used these words here? Heart. It shows, means if you can force your heart, your emotions, your love, your compassion to others, and your nerve, means here the nerve, really this is a symbol. That symbol stands for one thing, like your vitality, means importance. So if you if your love and importance and all thing, and sinew means your physical strength. So your strength, you are giving importance, your priorities, your love, your compassion, all those things can force you for what? to serve your turn long after they are gone. Means to serve your turn. Your turn means your chance. To serve it means to support your turn after they are gone. Means you missed everything, but even though now your emotions, your strength and your importance, your priority, everything of that support you, and so hold on. And if you can hold on, means you are not quitting it, you are holding on it, you are still continuing. If you can hold on after they are gone, go on when there is nothing in you except the will which says them hold on. Means all these things, if they can hold on after you lost everything, and you can hold on, but you have nothing, you have no money, you have no power, nobody is with you, but you have only one willpower, one self-confidence, patience, which say you, means that will says them means here heart, nerve and sinew, which tell them hold on. So if there is a willpower which tells you hold on, you are the man, and all things above the earth is of your own. That's a great point, my dear young friends. So I hope you understand it. Here you have a simple personification. I was explaining personification in the last live class also. Means personification means, look at the word will. Here, except the will, you have a will. Will is not a person. Which says, means will is capable of talking. No, I am capable of talking. Then I can say, I say, he says, she says. But we here use will says. How? Will says means will is treated as a person here. See, will is not a person. He has no hand, he has no eyes, he has no nose. But we are treating the word will as a person. Will says them. Okay, so this is a personification, example of a personification. So hold on in your life, never miss it. Okay, so let's go through the explanation again. Stanza 3, what we were talking about risk. If you get everything but you risk it on one turn of pitch and toss, change of fortune, heart, will, pitch and toss, everything we were talking. See, what do you mean by risk, pitch and toss? Pitch and toss refer to the cricket match. Okay, so you got an example from cricket match also, especially in the season of this Indian Premier League. Which is your team? Mumbai Indians, CSK, RCB, whatever it may be. I don't know who will take the trophy. Unfortunately, I have no team in this IPL. Okay, I'll be selecting my team only after the final. Life is like a game. It's our duty to play well. When fortune changes, pitch and toss, maybe there will be sometime we will get batting, sometime we will get fielding, but our duty is to hold on and do our maximum with the bat and with the ball if we get whatever chance it may be. I think in the last match, when I take this class with Kolkata Knight Riders and Kings 11 Punjab, it was almost everyone expected Kings 11 Punjab will get the victory, but last 3 overs made change and Kolkata Knight Riders won. And maybe you remember in the beginning, first 7 match, like Rajasthan Royals with someone else, I don't remember, Tawatia, that great player, he hit sixes with Cottrell. It was against Punjab, I think. Cottrell is in Punjab. I do remember so. Anyway, I'm not sure about it. But he hit at sixes and made that team into victory. See, pitch and toss, it will change, but we have to hold on and adjust and adapt to the situation. One may risk, lose all his achievements. One defeat may slander, cover up all your achievement. Still, you should have the courage to start again and compensate your loss. That's the meaning. And here, heart, nerve and sinew, 3 bodily parts, organs. Heart symbolizes compassion and love. Nerve symbolizes your vitality, means important. Sinew symbolizes your strength. I already told you, will. Where there is a will, there is a way, right? We always used to say that. The father advises his son that even if he is exhausted, he should have a strong desire, willpower. Okay, this will is a personification. I did tell it. Okay, and we are just moving to the fourth stanza. Before that, let's understand something about third stanza also. Okay, so I hope you are ready to rewind the third stanza. What we were talking in the third stanza, we were talking about risk it on one turn of pitch and toss, and whatever we lose, we become again confident and we will be doing our maximum, right? Anyway, coming to the last part and the last stanza of the poem If by Rudyard Kipling. If you can talk with with crowds and keep your virtue, or walk with kings or not lose a commentage, if neither foes nor loving friends can hurt you, if all men count with you but none too much, if you can fill the unforgiving minute with 60 seconds worth of distance to run, yours is earth and everything that's in it, and which is more, you be a man, my son, you'll be a man, my son, you'll be a man, my son. So this is the last paragraph from the poem. That's why I request you to underline these two words. Okay, we were talking about many things. If you can do that, if you can do this, if you don't do this, if you are ready to do that, what will happen? See, and yours is the earth and everything that's in it. If you are ready to accept all those philosophies which we were describing all in this class, if you are ready to do that, yours is the earth. Yours is the earth and all thing in it. All thing in it is of yours. So stanza 4, we are reading it again. If you can talk with crowds and keep your virtue. Here, if you can talk, it's okay. Crowds means people, group of people, and keep your virtue. Virtue means your morality, your ethics, your values. So suppose you don't drink alcohol in your life. I know nobody of you. For example, you have no any negative quality. But once you went for a tour with your friends, all of your friends, they were drinking alcohol like brandy, whiskey, or any brand like, okay. So you thought, all my friends are having alcohol, why don't I? And you also taking a sip and feel, great, it's really tasty. If you do like that, you are not part of this line. Okay, means if you talk with crowds, means you are interacting with the people, you have your own virtue, you are talking with everyone, you are living among the people, and but same time you are not missing your virtue, you are not adjusting with your morality, you are not adjusting with your ethics. That's important. Never compromise your ethics. Ethics are always important. Understand? So here it means, for example, there will be a good boy in your class. Suppose he is a good boy. He never talk to the friends when he is in the classroom. When a teacher is taking the class, he will be with utmost care, looking to the teacher with open his eyes, and will be capturing each and every word which comes out of the lips of the teacher, and will be writing down. Such a very prodigy man, such a studious one. Okay, so he is a good boy, but he won't talk with, he will not mingle with anyone. That's not a good quality. You should mingle with the people, same time you should keep virtue. Suppose in your class, I am A and my friend is B. She is sitting nearby me. If I have no any kind of friendship with my friend, when teacher talks, when teacher take the class, I don't have to talk with him. Even teacher is not there, I don't talk with him or I don't talk with her. Same time, if I am a boy, this is my friend sitting nearby me, we will be talking always, but when teacher comes, I don't talk anything to him. That is a virtue. So you live with the people, and you are keeping your virtue, your values, your morality. Understand? Means when you go to a group, don't take any negative qualities from them to you. If you have any positive quality, you spread it there. Okay. And you are walking with kings. Kings here, it means now we cannot find any kings here, but any king we cannot find nowadays. Same time, here king, the word kings is a symbol, means elite people, high class people, or rich people. Same time, when you walk with all these rich people, nor lose the common touch. Means if you are walking with always elite people, your friends are rich men, but never touch, never miss, never lose the common touch. So you should not give priority to any person. You should treat everyone alike. But we should give priority to some people. For example, we have to treat our wives in one way, same time our friend, our sister in another way. We have to treat our brother in a way and our friend in another way. There is limitations for everything. We are not talking about that. Keeping that limitation, you never give. For example, when you are sitting in a classroom, then one of your friends, he is coming into the class, he just enters, and one poor boy and another one is richly dressed. So whenever you give priority to this rich person, that's a crime. You should treat both of them alike. That's the meaning of this word. Even if you are walking with kings, means your companies, your friends, you are working in a big school or international one, but same time you have many friends from the local class, means from the low class. I'm not talking about class or class variation. We don't have to make such class or class variation. Everybody is human. And this earth is for everyone. Why we should make some differences between the people? People are different because to identify them. Okay. I do remember when Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he was sitting in the masjid, in the mosque. Then a blind, his name is Maktum, Abdullah ibn Maktum, like that. He just entered, but Prophet was sitting with elite people. When he came and just told salam, Prophet was not ready to turn to him because he was talking with some elite people. Then Almighty God, Allah cursed Prophet Muhammad, telling, when an old man came to you, when a blind man came to you, you become, you never turn to him, you never mind him. That's very bad. Holy Quran cursed Prophet Muhammad, such a great personality, because he was not treating this. He was such a great personality and he was treating the people alike, but just he thought, should I have to turn to him or to this, I have to consider these people, because they were sitting and discussing very important matter. Even though at that moment when he got the revelation from Almighty God, he turned and treated this Abdullah ibn Maktum and told, come on, isn't it? So like that, even if we people are talking with elite people, when we get others, we should consider them. Okay. If neither voice nor loving friends can hurt you. So to reach up to this point, you should meditate. Really risky one. Even though when you listen to that, when you listen to this poem, maybe you think, oh, it's very simple. It's not a simple thing. It's not at all a simple thing. Understand? See, voice means enemies. Voice, enemies. Nor loving friends means your close friends can hurt you. How voice will hurt you? By enmity. They will do bad things against you, then you will hurt. Means you will lose your mental stability. loving friends, they will prize you, they will support you maximum, then you will become greedy. Understand? That's also you are losing the mental stability. But you should keep an equilibrium. You should keep a stable mind. Even someone come to you to prize you with over flowers or anything, over words or anything, you are not going to be flattered. And if your enemies are coming to you and they were hurting you and they are attacking you with their words, you are not becoming underconfident. Understand? So if you can keep that stability with mind, if all men count with you, but none too much, means count with means support or depend. Means if all people depend upon you, means for example, there will be a student in the classroom, he will be studious, he studies very well, so all students depend upon him. Okay, that's a positive quality, but none too much. But if every people are depending upon me all time, where I will get the time to study myself? Not me. Nobody can depend upon me. Anyway, so people must be able to depend upon you, means we must be capable of helping others and we should help also, but not too much. Always you cannot depend upon people, and you should respect people. You should respect people, but not always leave the people to depend upon you. Okay, so if all men count with you, you can if all people can depend upon you, but not too much. If everybody is depending upon you all day, you cannot do anything yourself. If you can fill the unforgiving minute with 60-second worth of distance run, this is another great point. If you can achieve that point in your life, no doubt yours is the earth and everything in it, and you are a man. See, if you can fill the unforgiving minute, for example, my friend, he hit at me or he punched at me, so I become angry with him. You beat at me, bloody, like many words I told. Okay, and I never forgive him. So in between us now there is an unforgiving minute. Means I never forgive him because he attacked me or he said bad words about me, so I am not going to forgive him. But I thought within 60 seconds I went to him, or within that time I went to him and told, okay, it's okay, I have no problem with you, or I just forgive you. Okay, or somebody did a mistake against me, somebody has done any kind of mistake against me, then I thought of not forgiving him. But within 60 seconds I went to him and told, it's okay, I have no problem. That's it. If you can feel unforgiving minute, so when he did a mistake, there was a gap of unforgiving minute. Now I didn't forgive him, there is a minute. If you can fill that minute with 60-second worth of distance run, so if within that time, if you can run from one place to another place with 60 seconds, within that time of you are covering that distance, if you can forgive your mistake to a person, understand, yours is earth and everything that's in it, and what which is more, you will be a man, my son. So if you wanted to be a man, if you wanted to be a woman, if you wanted to be a boy, if you wanted to be a girl, if you wanted to be a good man, a great person in your life, you have to follow all this philosophy, and yours will be the earth, because nothing will bother you above all satisfaction, above all richness, above all virtues, above all ethics. Your mental health, your mental stability, that matters. Always work for that, and only you can be successful in your life. See, what we were discussing in the first stanza, we were talking about even if you are walking with crowds, you don't forget the virtue. And kings and common touch. See, even if you're walking with kings, allied people, don't lose common touch. Okay, you never give any importance for anyone, even if it is your enemy or your friends. And you have to understand time. I mean, within 60 seconds, because time will not wait for anyone. So you should forgive within that minute. And if you are doing all these things, what would be the result? You will be a great man, and all things in the world will be of your own. Crowds. A person of integrity will remain in the same even though he deals with different people and situations. No one should affect his son's virtues. A symbol refers to the elite class or powerful people in the society. Even though the son becomes a part of upper class, he should retain a good attitude towards the common people. Impartiality. The father dictates that his son should be impartial to all. He should have neither enemies nor favorites. No one can hurt him if he keeps a reasonable distance from others. Time, a metaphor. Metaphor, you already know, it's like we are comparing something to other. A beautiful expression that implies time does not wait for anyone. The father advises his son to spend time judiciously. What is the benefit of following the father's instruction? Tell me. If you are ready to follow all the instructions from your father, what benefit you will get? Tell me. So I just wrote, if the son follows his father's instructions, he will become a good individual. Personality, also he will be accepted by the world as a man in all respect, as a good man. So what should be the ultimate goal in our life? So my dear young friends, let me also share my own philosophy with you. What should be the ultimate goal in your life? First of all, you should create some memory in this world before you die. Second things, don't hurt anyone. Don't make anyone sad in your life, by your activities. Third thing, try to make other people happy. And the last thing, there is nothing in being tensed about everything. Tension would not give you any solution for any problem. Understand? And just create a dream in yourself, in your mind, and pursue that. Be settled very soon. Do your hard work with smartness and find your position very soon. Try to live your life. Understand? So every human activity is goal oriented. We have certain goals in your life. We have certain goals in our life. We should follow that goals and we should do our maximum. The purpose of the father's advice is to enable his son to be a man whom the world will salute. Here, in this line, you have to understand about your father and your mother. Maybe they will be calling you from the sleep. When you are sleeping, they will call you. But never judge them. Never become angry with them. They have given you life. They have fed you, and they have given you everything in their life to build you up, to create your dreams. And when you were small babies, they were loving you. And you will never understand value of your parents, value of your mothers, your fathers, until you become a parent. When you become a parent and you understand the love of your mother and father, you cannot give love back. So understand it in the beginning itself. Okay. And whenever they become angry with you, try to understand they are talking for your goodness. His son should learn the qualities that make him grow up and become an ideal citizen. So here we have many poetic devices, symbols. What do you mean by symbol? Symbol, we are using a word or an object to denote some meanings. Okay, for example, we are just taking a rose flower and we are just showing to others and tell, maybe rose flowers are symbols of love, for example. Okay, so there are a lot of symbols. When you go through the road, there will be some symbols to show don't cross here, school is here. Such symbols will be used in our poems also, like king, and we will be discussing metaphors and personification. Metaphor is a comparison. comparison. Like if you see a thing which all quality, like lion is a courageous animal and a leader. So if we say a person with leadership quality, we call him, he's a lion, means he's like a lion. It's a metaphor. We just compare the leadership quality of this person with the leadership quality of lion. Personification I already told. Symbols, knaves, means knaves, I told you, this is a card in the joker, like we are playing joker, at that time you will get that. Okay, so here it means a bad person, a cunning person. Hard nerves in you, I was explaining at the time. Kings, allied people. So for allied people we use the word kings. For our emotions we use the word heart. Okay, and metaphors, there are so many metaphors. Worn out tools means our old memories or our old confidence. One heap of all your winnings means all your victories. Turn of pitch and toss means all of a sudden. Walk with kings means walking with kings, means walking with allied people. Lose a common touch, unforgiving means all are metaphors. Personification here, dream, don't make dream your master. Triumph and disaster, that's two imposters. And will says, I told you how it comes a personification. So these are the topics that you have to understand from this. Go through the notes very soon and read it carefully, understand it. If you have any doubt, text me through WhatsApp. I hope you have my number with you already. Thank you so much for watching the class.